You may have heard or taught that faith moves mountains. But what has faith produced? Even when Jesus said faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains, what has Christianity actually achieved? Because we know that mountains have been moved by earth-moving equipment, which were manufactured, discovered, made, and sold by faithless humans. Let's look at the faith virus today. Are you ready to stop waiting for miracles and start building your legacy? Remember, 6262 is the year where you are called by ancestors and crowned by them gods. Enroll today and be a member of Bantu Melanin University. And when you are a member, you can now request your free copy PDF of Willpower, No Faith, the Smart Choice Protocol, a radical blueprint to turn dreams into results. You can email us at the email that is shown and visit us at the website that is shown, or give us a message and join our WhatsApp group to claim your copy today. This isn't just a theory, it's a system. You have to like, to subscribe, and hit that like bell button so you can never miss, and you may never miss, the tools to rewrite your reality. Remember, the pyramids didn't build themselves up or called into existence by faith, but there is something that our ancestors used that we're gonna discuss today. Hebrews chapter 11 is a poetic chapter full of inspiring stories. Abraham, Moses, Rahab, and many others. But we are told that they walked by faith, and that if faith is so powerful, why did every one of these people never achieved anything that has helped or changed the world? The people that have changed the world didn't even walk by faith, except a few here and there. Now, the question that we need to ask is, any of these people, what did they do for humanity? What did they achieve? Abraham left his home, we read, wandered for years, had a promise, but never saw it fulfilled. He had faith and is called the father of faith, but still made huge mistakes. He lied and cheated. Moses led people out of Egypt, but couldn't lead them into the promised land. Faith didn't get these people to give humanity something to hold on to. Joshua and many others, we are told by faith they walked. And we are also told that by faith Joshua and his multitude caused the war to fall. But Hebrews chapter 11 does not give the strategy, does not give the order. It only insists on you having faith and believing. That's it. Some nations that follow the Bible do not rely on faith. The nation of Israel today has the Iron Dome to defend it. The Americans, who are thought to be the most Christian nation on earth today, they don't sing and blow the trumpet and walk around walls. They use bunker busters, proving that faith is almost useless unless there is something our ancestors relied on which we can use. Faith will destroy us, because faith didn't invent the wheel. Faith didn't split the atom. Faith didn't cure smallpox. Faith didn't invent planes, cars, computers. Faith will give you hope. Faith may change your perception a little bit, but the world will never change because of faith. The world will remain. So what is it that changes the world and brings results then, if it's not faith? We want to discover the truth about faith, because faith gives false hope in uncertainty. Faith offers temporary comfort in fear. Faith creates fleeting meaning in chaos. Faith without works is dead, we are told. Faith may inspire some action, but often delays it. Faith can become passivity, waiting for signs, miracles, or divine permission, procrastination, instead of taking responsibility. If it's not faith that changes the world and brings results, then what is it which we need? This is what we need. Willpower. which is the capacity to act, to persist, and to push forward even when you don't feel like it. Its core definition is that willpower is the mental and emotional force that enables a person to make decisions and carry them out, especially in the face of resistance or impossibilities, which means you must tap on something that is all potential and all possibilities. The English word faith originates from the Latin word fides, meaning trust or belief. This Latin term itself stems from the Proto-Indo-European root behid, which signifies concepts of trust, confidence, and persuasion. The word faith entered the English language through the Anglo-French and Old French forms like fait and fait accompli. You have heard that. Ultimately derived from the Latin fides. Therefore, faith, by definition, is a feeling, a conviction, or a belief that something is true or real without having the evidence. Willpower wants evidence. Willpower will never say, oh, okay, that's it. No, we want evidence. Because faith will tell you, God can, God will, God is able. If it's okay, and he may delay or may say no. Willpower say, I can. Willpower does not accept impossibilities unless it decides that it can't do it. Then willpower will say deeds only, not words. Action is needed. Willpower. Faith requires you to believe. Faith will require you to believe without evidence. Willpower will never. So, will is the power to do what needs to be done, even when you don't want to. What will do is it will turn belief into action, will turn hope into results, will turn dreams into fruition, will turn failure into feedback and win, will turn excuses into effort and destroy procrastination. The risks of will is that without direction is exhaustion. Will without purpose is distraction. Will without reflection is blind force. It will lead into slavery and a tied to habits that will cause you to fail. But how does it do all this? We have arrived at the vortex where science, spirituality, and raw power within you, inherent within you, must collide. And you must make a choice. The Great Sphinx or Horemakuti and the Great Pyramids of Giza were built almost 800,000 years BCE. Abraham walked traditionally around 2000 BCE, giving thousands and thousands of years in between. So, yes, when Abraham was walking the sands of Canaan, begging for food and going to Hamid, the pyramids were already almost 1 million years old. That's a cool fact. That's a reality check. But what does that mean? What it means is that there's something greater than faith. Because faith did not build the pyramids. No one prayed the pyramids into existence. No one fasted and claimed a pyramid. No one spoke the pyramids into existence by faith. The pyramids were built by engineers, laborers, architects, and willpower. Faith is younger than civilization. By the time Abraham was told to walk by faith, the ancient world had already become old with massive structures, developed mathematics, astronomy, advanced astronomy, sciences, healing, medicine, languages, alphabet. The faithful ones never invented even one thing, even a toothpick. Faith did not build anything. Will did. Faith is not the engine of progress. Faith came after the pyramids. Faith came after the wheel. Faith came after the plow, the boat, the seat. Faith is not even here with the technology that we have. It may give meaning to others, but it will never, and it has never helped humanity. Let's look at what the Bible tells us about Solomon, who was reputed to be the wisest man that ever lived. He is said to have gained divine favor and divine guidance and unmatched resources. Then he built a temple dedicated to the creator of the universe, according to him, Yahweh, who is a deity. And today that temple is gone, burned, destroyed, buried in history. Why? because it was built by faith. It was not built by willpower. Anything that is not built by willpower decays, falls into entropy. The pyramids were built by so-called pagans, still stand today. The Great Pyramid of Giza, still very old, and the Horemakuti, still very old. It's fantastic. It's awesome. People are still discovering a lot about them. They were built by people called idolaters, idol worshippers today, polytheists, pagans. No divine promises, no prophets, no faith confession, just willpower, engineering, and relentless execution. And they still stand today. And the temple built by the wisest men who talked to God is in rubbles. Just think about that. Now, there is a precise step-by-step protocol that starts with your willpower. Because your willpower is greater than your stature, than your thinking, and than your capacity. Because your willpower is the one that is able to objectify the potential and alignment that leads you into the waters of new. How do you boost your will? Like what our ancestors did, and like what the divine beings did. We learn from our ancestors who call us, and we are crowned by the gods, that there are 3 central physical organs that will give you your will, and that will empower and activate your will. You could use your heart is strong because the heart has a magnetic field that produces over 1,000 stronger magnetic field than the brain, and can be detected about 3 feet away. Then you need intent that comes from your mind. It must be strengthened. And what strengthens these two is the great awakening nehasti. What we are saying, called by ancestors, crowned by the gods. And then you act with mighty under that scenario. Strong heart that has been activated, its magnetic field alive. It will boost your will, and your mind will boost your will, and your car, which comes into effect when you awake in a haste. This is what will boost your will, not faith. Instead of waiting for miracles and trusting others, even gods, you can start building your legacy. Enroll today and be a member of Bantu Melanie University. Then, once you are a member, you can request for a free PDF, Willpower, No Faith, the Smart Choice Protocol, which is a radical blueprint to turn dreams into results. You can email us at bmuadmissions@proton.me. We also offer a lot of other tools. If you are a member of Bantu Melanie University or a member of My Family Network, that you can use to rewrite your reality and interact with your ancestors, as well as get in touch with the gods. Remember, the pyramids didn't build themselves, nor were they built by faith, but they were built by a willpower that was connected somehow, somewhere to your ancestors as well as to them gods. We have given you the protocol and the offer for the protocol. The choice is now yours. We want to thank you for watching thus far and for saying and for staying with us as we prepare to celebrate our new year on the 22nd, 23rd of September 2025, the year 6262. We say thank you for subscribing, for sharing, for commenting, and for walking with us in this journey. I'm your manager, Topi Prince Jaraba LM Dwizul Kunikani Mjaganda, saying Willpower, No Faith, the Smart Choice Protocol is ready for you. Will you take it? May the gods protect, imbue, and enrich everyone who heeds the call of the ancestors. Amen. Amen. Amen.